Hello again, I am Joe Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team Career here on the PS5. Tonight, it's round 20 of Season 5. We are heading to Mexico City for the Mexican Grand Prix. So, new car is working well. Didn't quite have the pace we needed to displace Cadillac. They were just too strong for us last night. But this circuit should be a little bit more favorable to us. In particular, our DRS should work very well around this circuit. As you can see, 3 DRS zones, an incredibly long one at the start, which is a double DRS zone. So that run to turn 1 and then the run to turn 4, all done by that second detection point at the end of the lap there. And then the first detection point in the middle of Sector 2 to set us up for the run into the end of Sector 2, beginning of Sector 3 in turn 12. I think we could do very well here. Tyre wear will be less of an issue than it was at COTA because of the nature of this circuit. So it's less abrasive. Tyres will last longer, but there still could be a bit of an issue tyre wear wise for us against our competitors. As you can see, we are 15th in ranking on tyre wear. So it's not bad, but it could be better. That is something I do want to try and improve upon for the next season. It will open up more options for us strategy wise if we can make sure that our tyres can go the distance. Let's take a look at our driver lineups. One thing I do want to do after this race is look at maybe replacing Joe for next season before we get to a point where we won't be able to offer him a new, offer our affiliate. There he is, Gabriele Mini, a new contract because it'll be too close to the end of the season. He has recently started a contract as well, which might make it a little tricky. I was hoping that we would be able to get through that period quickly so that we could promote him up. But I'm a little concerned that maybe we left it slightly too long. We shall see. We did have to wait a little while to sign him. We will be putting him in the car tonight, as it is Mexico. So no sprint race tonight. We'll probably give Arvid a run as well, so we can do a comparison between the two. They are very similarly matched in terms of overall ranking, as you can see, 79 against 78. So we'll have a bit of useful comparison data there. Let's set our targets for tonight's Grand Prix. It's 10th for Fudo and 17th for Joe. Again, should comfortably breeze our way through that. And I'm expecting us to get a podium tonight. I'm hopeful we can even challenge for the win.
We return once more to the hustle and bustle of Mexico City. Music is in the air this weekend, but it's not mariachi we'll be hearing. It's going to be the roar of the engines and the cheers of the crowd. Formula One is back in the very heart of Mexico City at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. In the last round, we saw the perfect blending of strategy and performance lead to a well-earned win. But can they pull it off again here? Stay with us then for what should be an exciting weekend.
Evening, Dina. How are you tonight? Right, let's get the rookies queued up. So we'll put Gabriele Mini in car 1. We'll put Arvid in car 2. There we go. Let's see. I want to change the tyres to keep the hards available for our main drivers. There we go. So Mexico is about 19 laps for a full run. So we're going to overfuel. We're going to go with 26 laps of fuel just to try and make sure we have enough to get that 100% driver development in. There we go. We do have to swap out a few parts, potentially. Go with that engine. And we'll switch to that ERS as well. I want to keep the other one in decent condition because if we have a big wreck, we might need to roll back to an older part. We'll go with that gearbox. Like so. And then let's get this car set up. So, Mexico, usually a 13 on the rear wing, but could be a 13.5 as well. It's kind of one of those two, usually. It's usually in that window. Could potentially go the opposite way. Could go to a 12.5. I'm going to start with a 13.5. So if it's only a little bit away, we know it's a 13. If it's quite a bit away, then we know it's probably a 12.5. Let's go with, on the front, let's go with a 6.5, I think. We're going to push that out to a 3.7. We're going to go up a bit with the toe, but I'm going to drop the camber. I'm going to drop the toe down, though, to a 0.05, I think. So this car is done. Let's move over to car 2. Again, we'll swap out those parts. Keep this as a reserve engine now, just in case, again, we have a big shunt. And who knows, depending on how hard we push our car over the next couple of races, it may even end up being slightly better for the final Grand Prix of the season. We shall see. We've done the pace settings, we've done the fuel, done the parts. Let's get this one set up. We'll go a little bit different on this one. So we'll go with I think I'll go with a 13 on this one. So we'll go with a 6.5, a 13. We'll go with a 2.8. We'll push that all the way up. And we'll leave that there. And we'll see how we get on with that one. Right. Onto the track we send the rookies. How am I this evening? Doing better than Liam Lawson is. It was officially announced today that he has been demoted with immediate effect. So they went through this vigorous vetting process where they decided that Perez wasn't good enough, having given him a new 2-year contract.
Yeah, copy.
They then decided, no, we need to get rid of Perez. We need someone better. We've got Yuki Tsunoda, who's been at our team for years. He's not good enough. Daniel Ricciardo, we love Daniel Ricciardo. He's not good enough. Liam Lawson is the man. And then we're going to put him in the car at 2 tracks that he does not know, and then we're going to sack him. Right before, right on the eve of a circuit that he actually does know. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's like a bad situation comedy at this point. It really is. And it sends a clear message to Red Bull young drivers that the second team, RB, is not really a team about promoting from there up into the main team. It's really a team that's there for drivers in the top team to be demoted into. Because, let's see, they've done it with Danny Kvyat, Pierre Gasly, and Alex Albon, now Liam Lawson. 4 drivers that they've flip-flopped on. None of them got more than half a season, I think. In like a solid run, apart from I think maybe Alex Albon. It's ridiculous, utterly ridiculous.
try to work a bit more on tires and up now.
And people wonder why I dislike Red Bull when they treat their drivers like crap. Yeah, he got one full season. I know he had the half season when he replaced Albon, but Gasly. But I was thinking, did any of them actually get one full season? And the only one was Albon, who got one full season. All right, how are we looking? Not great. 63%. Definitely are going to need to tweak that. What about Arvid's car? 78%. A little bit better.
Yes, confirm.
How are we doing on developments? 85, so a couple more laps. There we go. Let's call them in and take a look. Did Kvyat get a full season? I thought he was brought in partway through a season as well. I know they dropped him after like 3 races or something stupid like that. Oh, so that is bad. So that's going to be a 12.5 then. Which means that's probably going to go up to a 1.9. I'm going to need to maybe increase the front wing a little bit. Even Farah? Let's give that a try. Let's take a look at this car. It's slap bang in the middle, of course it is. Now that could go either way. We'll go with a 12.5 because that's what the other car's looking like it's going to be. We'll go 1.9 again. We'll pull that back in a touch. Yeah, I remember he torpedoed he torpedoed Vettel at Sochi. Or no, was it he got a great move on at Sochi, and then the very next race he hit Vettel, took Vettel out. I'm trying to remember if it was either the race before Sochi or Sochi itself, and then they dropped him pretty much immediately after that. Sent him back to Racing Bulls or AlphaTauri. No, Toro Rosso. I think they were still back then. Right, we are going to stay in the garage. It was China where he got the dive bomb, which everybody was, super impressed with. And then, he hit Vettel in Sochi. I remember he hit him going through that chicane at the end of the long opening straight. And it was immediately went from flavour of the month to looking like something that had been scraped off the bottom of the shoe. And then they brought him back. After they dropped him from the teams completely, they brought him back. Or was that the time they brought him back? No, they brought him back in very briefly, a couple of seasons later. Yeah, they've just got this. I mean, they used to be really good at nurturing young talent, and then once they discovered Max, that was it. And just look at the way they've treated drivers that have gone on to become very useful assets for other teams. Alex Albon at Williams has been doing an exceptional job for them after they lent him to Williams and then let him out of his contract, let Williams buy him out of the deal. Carlos Sainz. They lent him out to Renault, and then Renault bought him out of his deal, and then he went on to McLaren and then Ferrari, and now he's ironically with Albon at Williams. Pierre Gasly didn't have a good time in the RB in the Red Bull, went back to AlphaTauri, and was phenomenal for them. Max is a generational talent. You can't compare, normal drivers to him. There are no drivers like Max, and yet they continually do that. They put someone alongside Max and expect them to perform at the same level. It's crazy. I'm really curious as to how Tsunoda's going to get on in that RB, in that Red Bull. I really hope he doesn't end up on the scrap heap in the same way that Albon and Gasly did. And Lawson, I suppose, as well. You can throw him in there. Evening, Adrian. Got a big improvement, up to 97%. About Joe. .96, so that's a 12.5 as well then. Okay, we gambled the right way. Instead of trying to fix their problems, they tell their drivers they're shit. Yeah, it's like I said, it's been going on for years now. I do not like the way Red Bull treats its young drivers. Guido van der Garde posted today a little bit of a rant saying that he thinks it's you know ridiculous and pretty disgusting how they've treated Lawson, and it was liked by quite a few quite a few drivers, including Alex Albon. No, not Albon. Sorry, Gasly. It was liked by Gasly. It was liked by Max Verstappen. It was liked by a former Red Bull Junior as well. What's his name? Crap, I can't remember his name. I can see him. He's in the game. He might have retired now. I can see his name. No, I can see his image in my head. I can't remember his bloody name. Belgian driver, I think. For sure. I think it was for sure. It's an absolute PR disaster for Red Bull. Once again, they just can't go through a season without some ridiculous controversy at the moment, can they? Let's try that. How you doing, Patkins?
How's the tire, you think? Tires are the cold side. Try to put
You know the news, I have added yet more tape to my Pulse Elite. The left side that had cracked is now snapped completely and is being held together by the tape. So I reinforced the amount of tape that was on there to keep it in place. And I can feel the crack already forming on the opposite side, so I've preemptively taped that side as well. So, yeah, my lovely white headband is starting to turn brown from, an overabundance of parcel tape. If anyone is thinking of getting a Pulse Elite, don't. I was really impressed with the quality. Sound-wise, the microphone's pretty good. But, I mean, it just keeps disconnecting, which is annoying. And the build quality is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Well, there we go. 100% set up there. Lovely stuff. Let's call him in. And 99% there. We'll call him in as well. So I'm kind of pricing up other options at the moment. Not going to be able to afford a headset for a while, but I'm looking to see what's out there. Still paying off my chair. My chair will be paid off next month. All right, let's go. go with 22 laps of fuel. Should be enough. We only need to find about 6%. And which way could that go? I could go either way. We'll go there. You can always flip it the other way. Let's send them out.
5 seconds to the green.
I wonder if we'll see the Racing Bulls in prominence again tonight. They were very quick at times last night. And we should see a little bit more of a threat from Leclerc tonight as well. As long as he gets a good qualifying. I mean, that's what let him down last night in Kota, was he had kind of an average sprint race. Didn't really do a lot in the sprint, but you know, the AI can be a bit weird in sprints. You've seen the way they push. It doesn't always make sense. But yeah, his race pace was really good. He just had a really bad qualifying for the actual Grand Prix itself. So if he gets a good qualifying tonight, he could be a real problem as well. It is going to be, I think, us, the Cadillacs and Leclerc again. Maybe the Racing Bulls will be up there as well. They kind of fell away a bit as the race went on. Sainz has a little bit of a whoopsie on the exit of turn 1. Line him up perfectly for turn 2 though, into turn 3. I just need to sit out the rest of the session. And then we can get the good bits back on the car for quali. I was playing on my Cadillac West file earlier today. Completed the end of the season. And I hit randomization, just 30% randomization at the end of the season on a 19 race season. And it has changed some of the circuits that were not selected in season 1 are now in season 2, which is kind of cool. I do like the fact that you do get the ability to do that. It's made some interesting choices with the running order as well. I've already done round 1, which was Melbourne, same as last year. Spa is round 2, so that'll be interesting. See what Spa is like in March. Pretty cold, I'm guessing. And in the driver lineups, Stroll and Alonso were both dropped by Aston Martin. Neither of them are on the Stroll and Alonso are both gone from Aston Martin, and neither are on the grid for the new season. So one season of my custom season, and Aston Martin did the right thing, and they dropped Stroll, and nobody else signed him. If someone reminds me, I'll load the file up at the end of the race tonight and let you have a look.
All that practice will pay off for the drivers.
Mexico City's thin air presents a real test to teams during qualifying laps. Reduced downforce can mean tricky cornering and a test for keeping the power units cool around this track.
Karun, there's Yuki Tsunoda. How would you describe things for him at the moment?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
A little bit of prescience shown by the game there to focus on Yuki Tsunoda in the intro.
Biggest stage.
Right, strong engine. Go with the new ERS. And that gearbox. There we go. Right, we are set for quality.
Okay, green light.
And Tsunoda is the first one out.
Try to walk a bit more on tires. Copy.
Got to wonder how much of a part Honda played in getting Tsunoda in to the car this early as well. You know, they've continued to support him throughout his career. You know, they've been dying to get a Japanese driver into top machinery for so long. And we're heading to Suzuka next, which is not just Yuki's home race, but it's Honda's home race. They own that track. So I do wonder if that has played a slightly more significant part, getting, you know, that switch in time for Suzuka rather than a couple of races time. I mean, he should have been in at the start of the season, but that's by the by. Oh, bit of traffic there. Apparently. Oh, one of the Cadillacs. Where is Yuki? There's Yuki crossing the line. It's a 112.7 is the benchmark that he has set for us to beat. No hold up for Zhou there. Fuji 2.7 tenths away. All right, Zhou. Just 40,000 slower, 400s.
More charge. Keep an eye
Oh,
on
and Yuki's
Now
locked up.
we can see
He's
what
still doing
happened.
Yuki things.
Right, so this was the fourth corner. And there's the lockup. They were just unable to do much about it.
All right, we'll prep for another run, just in case. This is one of those circuits where qualifying times can be very, very close. Especially if the car gets a slipstream and elevates them way out of position. Joe actually potentially looking at a very nice slipstream on Verstappen here. Max down in 17th place. He needs a good lap here. Don't know why we lifted. There was no danger of actually hitting him there. That ruined Zhou's first sector. He's safe though, I think. I mean, Fuji should be safe as well, but just to be on the safe side. Go whistling past one of the Haas drivers. Perez, I think. Actually, no, it's Lawson. So Fuji goes second, just 6 thousandths behind Porsche's lap time, and 3 thousandths ahead of Piastri. No improvement for Zhou. Max has got himself up into P14. Lando currently in the drop zone. Going through the sweepers at the moment.
Okay, Joe, you are in a good position.
Now into the baseball stadium.
We need a fast in lap.
Copy. Are we out or
No, not yet, Joe.
no? Yeah, copy.
And Norris gets up to P8. Who else is in trouble? Perez just starting a lap. Van Dorn. Stroll. Sainz. Let's keep an eye on Stroll. It's his teammate in front on an in lap heading back to the garage. Will he get out of the way or will he impede? Gets out of the way. There's an Aston in the way. That was Albon. Could be bad here for Stroll. It's not been the cleanest of laps. He will get a little toe across the line. And it's safe in the end. Max, right on the edge of getting eliminated. Will his teammate knock him out? Where's Perez? Here comes Perez. Perez does not improve. I doubt Van Dorn will knock him out. A lot of time to find for a pretty poor driver in a pretty poor car. He improves up to 18th. So it's all down to Gasly. Can he knock out his teammate here? And he needs to find a 10th of a second. That's all he needs. And it's across the line. And he does. Max is eliminated in Q1. And Fudo showing some really good pace. Lovely stuff. Right, let's do a scrub run at the start of the session.
Keep working on your tires.
Copy.
Evening, Ruben. Been a while. How are you? My thoughts on the swap of Yuki and Liam. Not surprising. And while I'm glad that Tsunoda is finally getting his chance, I think it's pretty despicable the way they're treating Lawson. But it doesn't surprise me. I mean, the way they've treated Yuki hasn't been great either. Right, a little bit of traffic ahead. It's Teo and Gasly. Get through without any hold up. Joe might have it a little harder though.
Left.
Get it, Joe.
They should have done it before. Yeah, they shouldn't have put Lawson in the car to start with. They should have put Yuki in the car. I should have just given Lawson one of the RB seats right from the off, but all right, 112.9 and the 113, not bad.
Try to push a bit more into the lap, Joe.
Might even be 113.1.
Copy.
Yeah, 113.1. Scrub lap, so definitely time to find. Ah, damn it. Whoa. Yeah, that was a bit strange, but looks like we got through without being held up there. No purple sectors, but personal bests all around so far. This session could be very tight. Fuji improves to P5. I hope that's good enough. Joe goes quicker. Joe in pretty good form around this track today. He should be safe. I'm not so sure about Fuji, but there isn't time to run him again. Here comes Valtteri. Valtteri only finds a couple of thousand, so he is out. I'm not imagining George is going to improve massively. He gets up to P9. He's not safe. Really don't think Ludwig Nagel is going to be troubling us at all, but you never know. That's it. We are through. Question. Oh, Paul Scher is out. Quite a way out as well. Can Nagel pull off a bit of a shock here? I don't think he can, but he could at least move up a place or two. Maybe ahead of Bottas. Nope, not even that. So Nagel out in 16th. Lawson is out along with Valtteri, Ocon, Iwasa, and Teo Pourchaire is also out in the end. Time for the top 10 shootout. Want to do this first run just to see what my pace is like, and then on the second run we may look to try and get a slipstream. Piastri and Leclerc are coming out early as well. George heads out. Track position's good at the moment, but that all depends on what happens as we get close to the end of the lap. Right, so Fuji starts to wind up. And now so does Zhou.
At the moment, all clear.
It'll be a nice, clear run for Fuji, and should be a clear run for Zhou as well. Yep, No traffic concerns. We're not going to catch Russell before the end of the lap. And we will have an instant response from one of the Cadillacs as well. So we'll be able to see, and Leclerc for that matter, so we'll be able to see what our stuff is. Robocop's on PS Plus soon. Yes, I saw that's going to be one of the games of the month next month. Haven't got the Platinum yet. I keep meaning to go back and play it again to clean up the last few trophies I need. But thoroughly enjoyed that game. I'm looking forward to the new standalone DLC that's coming out later this year as well. All right, so 112.5. Not amazingly quick. You know, Victor? Joe, half a second slower. Wow. Maybe that was a pretty good lap for for Fuji then. It's quicker than Piastri.
More charge and box is lap.
Copy.
Where was Joe's pace? The same you paid £16 for it last month. Hey, £16 for that game I think is a bargain. I paid full price for it because I bought it when it came out. I don't regret the purchase. I really, really enjoyed it. So many fun Easter eggs in that game as well. Antonelli's just started his lap. Tsunoda is about halfway round. Norris is just about to start his flying lap. And we are into the pits. So we are ahead of Charles Leclerc as well.
Stop in front of your garage.
And Tsunoda is fourth. Here comes Antonelli. And he goes P2 ahead of Oscar, but still behind Fuji. Could we take pole position here tonight? I am going to give Zhou a slipstream run. Try and move him up towards the front row, if not onto the front row. Norris goes P7. Gas is just starting his lap. There's Stroll. A little way round for him to go yet. Some guys going out quite early. Stroll goes up to P3. Yellow flag for someone. Spin for George.
Third.
He's in the top 10 though. He's currently in P6. Found a little bit of performance around this circuit. Looks like we're going to have Yuki in the way. Hopefully he's compliant. He held up both drivers. But that's all right because Fuji... Oh, Piastri's gone top. So Fuji also needs to see if he can find improvement. Neither driver's improved in the first sector because of Tsunoda there. I think it's Tsunoda. Was it Stroll? No, it was Tsunoda. Joe finds some time in the middle. So pole's gone. We're not going to get pole position. Can we at least get Joe up close to the front? No, we lost too much time in the first sector. How much time did we lose? 0.3 of a second. Nearly 4 tenths. 3.5 tenths. 3.6 tenths of a second.
Okay,
And then we gained 2 tenths, 2.5 tenths back. So
during the in-lap.
we're down a tenth. And then how are we not? Oh, we matched the time. Look.
yeah, okay.
Both laps are 1:13.075. Fuji lost a huge amount of time in that first sector. So it's P2 at the moment. What can Stroll do? Stays P4. It's down to Yuki. The man who ruined our chances. And he improves to P5 and knocks Joe down a further place, down to P8. So it is Oscar on pole from... hang on. No, Antonelli's into the pits. Oscar from Fuji on the front row. Antonelli is P3. Then it's Lance Stroll 4th. Tsunoda 5th with Leclerc alongside in 6th. George Russell starts in 7th with Joe alongside in 8th. And it's Gasly from Norris on row 5. That is the running order for today's Grand Prix.
It's almost time to get things going here in Mexico City as we settle down for 71 laps of breathtaking action.
We've seen some unbelievable action around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in the past. Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel had to fight off both Red Bull drivers only to be demoted off the podium in 2016 in what was a highly controversial moment.
Thin air at this elevation means less airflow around the car. Drivers could struggle with cooling their cars and themselves around Mexico City's track. It's a physical test of technology and human endurance alike. Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
So temperature is a little bit higher today. Clear skies. So might have an impact on tyres. We're going to look at a soft to medium to soft. And we'll leave it like that for both. There we go. I am going to push the fuel in the first stint, but we're not going to change the fuel loads. There is a chance that we'll get a safety car, which will add extra fuel in. I'm going to get very high starting confidence for Zhou, just below in high confidence there for Fuji. Let's see how we do as we send them to the grid for the start of the Mexican Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. The Ferrari driver settles in ahead of this Grand Prix.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. What will happen next? We're about to find out at the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, not the greatest drive off the line. Antonelli's got ahead of us. Tsunoda's going to get us as well. Tsunoda might even get Antonelli hit. He does with that slipstream, but can he shut the door? Not yet. Zhou has moved up into 7th place, getting ahead of Leclerc. Wide there for Stroll. And Zhou will move up another place. Thank you very much. So 4th and 6th after the first couple of corners. Zhou already throwing shade at other drivers on the radio there.
Let's have a look at that. Zhou Guan Yu is the focus here. The opportunity's there.
So, both Cadillacs on softs. Yuki and Stroll on softs as well. George on mediums, as is Leclerc. George, I think, potentially elevated out of position. Leclerc down a little bit on where he probably should be. Be interesting to see how those mediums fare on this first set of tyres.
DRS enabled. At the moment we are P6. At the moment we have Russell in front. Stroll behind. Overtake available. Mode charge.
Yuki has dropped away from the two Cadillacs. He's not started his push yet, but he will do very, very soon. Just wary of that. George pushed a little bit to get himself back in range. And Yuki's starting to go now. And there we go, by pushing Fuji, we've got nicely onto the back of Tsunoda, and we've created the gap to give Zhou uncontested DRS as well. So that should be him up into 5th place. And through he rockets. Fuji back up into 3rd place.
You are doing a good job, Joe. In front there is Tsunoda. Is 1.5 from you. need a mode charge. Mode charge.
Now we're going to try and push our way up onto the back of Antonelli. Fastest lap for Guan Yu Zhou.
Yeah, copy. Tower base.
Good job. Just in front of you. Mode charge.
Fuji moves through into the lead. Kind of. Yes, he gets the move done. Lovely stuff. I was expecting the overtake there, given that it was DRS.
Move charge. Move charge.
But it means that we have it now, and we have a double DRS.
Mode charge.
Ooh, it's a little rough, but we get it done.
You're doing a good job.
And Zhou is through into second. So let's slow down Fuji.
Okay, Joe, you're doing a good job at the moment.
Try and give Zhou some protection. Mexico reminds you of the short track version of Kota. I've never really seen the short track version of Kota. Just looking at it, it reminds me a little bit of Monza. It has a similar shape at first glance to Monza.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, mode charge. Mode charge.
Antonelli swoops past the pair of us as neither of our drivers had DRS. And Piastri pushes Tsunoda off.
Overtake available. Mode charge. Okay, Joe, we need some lift off.
I'm hoping battery and slipstream will help protect Fuji from Piastri. Nope. Can it at least protect us from Tsunoda? We see Leclerc making a move in the background, and he's trying to get past Lance Stroll. Has to back out of it, can't get the move done.
Yeah, at the moment we are doing a very good job on tires.
Yeah, copy.
More charge, more charge.
Right, hopefully Piastri doesn't close the gap. I don't think he did.
More charge.
No, he didn't. Excellent stuff. So Fuji should hopefully get the move done here.
Okay, more charge, more charge.
See if I can break away from Kimi a little bit. Enough to give Fuji uncontested DRS. I don't think I can. Tsunoda's got ahead of Piastri and they're out of range, so expect to see Piastri pushing past again on the main straight. We can make this a 3-car breakaway. Try and leave the rest behind, that would be good. Leclerc up into P6 behind Piastri. He'll be probably getting past Yuki as well. Russell has a fault.
Keep focus on our race.
Oh wow, Antonelli just blitzed away from us. I think it was 2015 or 2016 when we went back to Mexico.
It's quite good at the moment.
Actually, it might be even earlier than that. It might be 2014. I'm going to say 2014, and I'm going to say two Mercedes, Hamilton, Rosberg, and let's go with Daniel Ricciardo.
More charge. More the charge, more charge.
Yeah, spit the answers out, Farah.
Overtake available.
All right, so we've got an 8-car breakaway. George has dropped down to P11 thanks to his fault. And a bit of a gap opened up between Stroll and Iwasa. It's 2015.
No problem, no problem. Just 3 behind.
Going on speed.
Joe, keep focusing on our race. It's still long and everything can happen.
Oh, Valtteri. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Well, Williams weren't strong as such. They were quick in a straight line, but they didn't have great downforce.
More charge.
Come on, Fuji. Damn it.
Not easy.
Try to recover your previous rhythm that was looking fine. Okay, more charge.
There's Leclerc up into P5 now. Just about.
overtake available.
Oh,
They are doing a good job there. Sainz has a problem.
no hydraulics, I think.
That doesn't sound good. But Sainz got a few faults. Let's have a little investigation, shall we? We'll make sure that we stay with the two Cadillacs here. Yeah, there we go. So, who do we need to look at? Russell, Verstappen, Van Dorn, and Sainz. So Verstappen has gearbox issues. Gearbox for Sainz. And for Russell. Who was the other one? Van Dorn. And gearbox for Van Dorn as well. Not a good circuit for gearbox issues. I did briefly mention Monza, yeah, saying that at first glance the circuit does visually look a little reminiscent. Both circuits have changed from their original versions. Oh, wow, Piastri is pushing hard.
No overtake now.
The front runner's starting to spread out a little bit thanks to us pushing like that.
Yeah, keep doing your best.
And we have our first pit stop. It is Stoffel Van Dorn in for a new set of tyres. Oh, those mediums didn't last long. Going for a set of halves. Antonelli now closing down through GE. It's not so much the high deg, it's more to do with the air temperature. And the air thinness. Much harder to cool down brakes, which puts a lot of extra heat into tyres. The tyres tend to slip a little bit as well, which tears up the surface. You get raining quite often at this circuit. So a lot of teams will tend to box just to get off grained tyres, and rather than trying to run through that graining period and get the tyres back. And Kimmy's in. And so is Teo coming in as well. And Stroll. Another set of softs going on. Good stop. Very good stop. Terrible stop. Good stop for RB. They will jump Porsche.
Keep focus on your race now. He's 4 seconds behind. Overtake available.
Tsunoda has pushed to catch us up.
More charge.
Alright, we are getting close to our pit windows.
More the charge. More charge.
We're going to see Oscar box this lap.
More charge. More charge.
Yes, we are. And Yuki as well. And Leclerc.
All okay to push on that.
A little bit of a delay there. Let's box this lap. Go one more lap for Fuji.
Box is lap.
Copy box.
This is where our race could come apart a little bit. If we drop out of range of the Cadillacs. They have got an undercut on us here, potentially.
Go PLA.
No, I wasn't aware of the disaster. That is pretty horrific. It's a pretty good stop, 1.86.
Will be clear going out.
We are going to get overtaken by Antonelli. There he goes. We might even get jumped by Piastri as well. We're going to be very slow into turn one. Painfully slow. We stay ahead of Tsunoda.
Is 1.5 from you. Tsunoda behind. Use overtake.
So Antonelli, having stopped early, is about 7-8 seconds ahead of us now. Evening, Derek.
Try to do your best, John.
1.85, slightly quicker than Joe's stop, but he was several seconds further down the road, so he's going to come out behind Stroll. Some work to do.
More charge.
Copy.
Science
She's turning up the power. Get past Ocon.
Yes.
Okay, good job there. Piastri in front of you.
See you late.
You are doing a good job.
5 drivers have won 2 or more races at Mexico. How many can I name? Max and Lewis. Beyond that, I would guess maybe one of the Ferrari drivers. I'm not sure. We have a crash.
A crash! There's been a crash!
Um,
Let's see what happened
and then
there.
it's
Okay, so heading
into a grey
turn
area
one
for me.
here. Now there's an inviting opportunity there. Oh, that's quite an impact between them. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a few words exchanged when they get back to the paddock.
More charge.
Copy, man.
Racing incident, so no penalties given for that, which is fair.
Do your best. Piastri behind.
We are stuck at the moment, but we need the battery, so we'll just do some harvesting.
Okay, Joe, you can move charge.
Just doing a little bit of tyre saving on Joe because we had to stop him a lap earlier than planned.
Leclerc behind.
Yuki sets a new fastest lap as he goes hunting after Kimi. And Norris immediately beats that by 3/10. Yeah, first driver was Max.
Mode charge. Do your best. Car behind Leclerc.
Second driver, Clark. Third is could be Senna, could be Prost, could be PK. Fourth, I think, is Mansell.
Difficult to go more.
Joe, keep focusing on our race.
And the fifth is
Still
Hamilton.
open, everything can happen.
No. Yes, Hamilton.
Mode charge. Try to recover your previous rhythm that was looking fine. Can reduce the management, tires are fine.
All right, let's see if we can get Joe through. Go after Sonoda. There he goes. He's got a pretty high amount of battery to push with. Fuji is going to be overtaken by Stroll, which will give me an opportunity to put a bit more battery in him and then try and push onto Leclerc and Co. Give me my definitive answers for the other three. I don't know about the second driver, but I'm going to guess Clark. The third driver, I'm going to go Senna. Fourth driver, I'm going to go Mansell. I bet it's Prost and Senna now instead of Senna and Mansell.
No charge.
New fastest lap for Zhou. 117.2. Still a lot more pace potential. Zhou moves ahead of Tsunoda.
No charge. No charge.
And we'll push to go after Kimi, see if we can break away from Yuki. Senna and Prost. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one. Right, I have broken away from Tsunoda and I've almost caught up to Kimi. The win is definitely on tonight. Kimi's on softs, so
Good job.
he's going to have to go at least mediums for his final stint. He might even go hards. We'll be on soft tyres.
Tsunoda behind.
I am so close.
Well, yeah, right. It's
Come on, let me get that DRS.
No,
Burn
okay.
all my battery to get there. I'm just going to miss it, aren't I? Oh, maybe I got it. Maybe. Yes! Just.
Okay, you can slow down a bit now.
Copy.
Come on, let's punch past Stroll here. Ah, sneaky defensive driving, but we'll get him up the inside. There we go.
No charge.
Might just get onto the back of Leclerc here. Just missed it. Got a new fastest lap though.
Joe, you are doing a very good job there.
Zhou is through. And we are back onto a couple of other cars to help try and move Fuji back up the order a bit now. With Tsunoda and Leclerc, they're not far away from Porsche either. Piastri is a little bit out of reach at the moment. It's 8.5 seconds to show. And we are going to attack here. See if I can get past a pair of them. These are all doable. Name one Austrian, one Spaniard, one Italian to won the Mexico Grand Prix. One Italian, I'll go Ascari. One Austrian, I'll go Niki Lauda. And one Spaniard. The only Spaniard that springs to mind is Sainz. Actually, no, Alonso hasn't won this Grand Prix. Fuji has blitzed away. Can I get him onto Piastri before I run out of battery? All right, we are coming up to lap someone. I think it's Nagel.
You are doing a good job, Joe.
Yes, it is. And I'm onto the back of Piastri. I've actually dropped Antonelli briefly as well. Going to keep pushing.
Overtake available.
Right, Van Dorn up next.
Full charge, full charge.
Signs for Tracy and Berger. Oh, wow. I keep forgetting about Riccardo Patrese. So, Van Dorn pulls into the pits, but he did very generously give us a bit of DRS before he did so. Fuji is in third place and has dropped just about Oscar Piastri. Porsche is going to make the move on him. so may well get onto our DRS again pretty soon. And he has got onto our DRS. All right, we are 4 seconds clear at the moment. It's lovely. Fuji is starting to hunt down Antonelli as well. His tyres are dying off. He's going to be boxing soon. Do not want to fall behind Porsche. Come on. We may have 1-2 potential here tonight. Antonelli's closed the gap a bit. He's pushing because he wants to box probably at the end of this lap. Oscar's closing in as well. There he goes, into the pits. Let's see, hard tyres. That's going to take him to the end. No more stops for Kimi unless we get a safety car or maybe a VSC towards the end, in which case he'll probably dive in and put on a new set of tyres. So we are currently first and second. Where is Antonelli? There he is, out in P8. So again, he's going to have an undercut on us. He's going to be going quicker than we are for a while, but it's an early stop. And he still has another 32 laps to go, including this one. So that's a long way to go on those tyres. Our softs will make us mighty fast. It's just a question of how much time we lose in this next period until we box. Eyes are looking good. Pace is looking good as well. This will be Antonelli's first timed lap. He'll be pushing hard with whatever battery he's got left. He'll be pushing the tyres on this lap as well. Pit stop for Lawson. Drops him down. He's going to come out behind Iwasa. Albon and Perez are going to... It doesn't look like it's been a good stop. He looked like he was stationary for a while there. He's going to potentially drop behind Sargent here. Just gets ahead of Sargent. He's on hards as well, so that's him to the end. 118 for Piastri. Piastri's getting ready to box. He is caught Fuji. And Yuki is into the pits. Hard tyres for Yuki. Pretty good stop. How are we looking on pit stop times? Third and fourth at the moment. Cadillac knocking it out the park with Kimi. Piastri has fallen away again. Probably going to see him box this lap. No, he's going another lap. Interesting. Very quick lap for Leclerc, 117.3. He is closing fast. 118.8 for Antonelli, so he's lapping about a second and a half quicker than we are. Good lap for Fuji last lap. Almost a second quicker than Zhou. Valtteri's in. Leclerc has caught Oscar. We'll jump to that fight because Oscar's probably boxing as soon as this stop is done. It's an okay stop. Nothing too special. If Piastri stays out another lap, he is going to get overtaken. If he boxes, he's going to... Well, either way, Leclerc's getting the DRS. He's boxing. There we go. Hard tyres for Oscar. Another very quick stop. Leclerc and Porsche are probably going to stop before us as well. So we are potentially going to slip behind quite a few cars here. We're going to be behind Antonelli. Probably going to be behind Piastri. May even be behind Leclerc. Not sure about Porsche. Still cutting our way through the traffic. So we have lapped everybody up to and including George Russell. Wow, he started what, P6, P5, something like that. He is down in 19th place now with that serious issue with his gearbox. I do feel it was a little elevated, but even so, that's pretty harsh. Evening, Tiny. How are you tonight? There is Charles hunting us down. All right, take it easy, Derek. Good to see you again. Perez boxes from 15th place. Not a great home race for Jacko. Going on to a set of mediums to take him to the end of the race. Decent stop. He will be lapped when he gets out of the pits, though. There goes Joe. And there goes Fuji. And there is Charles Leclerc. All right, Max boxes from P11. Decent stop. Another escalation for Sainz. He's got two separate faults going on, I think. Oh, yeah. So that's his ERS going orange as well. Max will get overtaken by Gasly. Gasly has already stopped as well. So those two go into the end now. Not many cars left that need to make their final stops. Teo is in. Is this going to be for a set of mediums? Yes, it is. Fuji's lost a lot of time somewhere.
It was involving Leclerc this time. There's the opening. And Leclerc moves on up.
He's lost time because of Perez. Oh no, wait, I was looking at leader interval, not leader, not interval. Norris is in as well. Big gap between the two McLaren drivers, but they are kind of both in contention for points tonight. Porsche on for more. Norris has a chance to get a one or two. This might be the lap that Leclerc boxes. No, he's staying out. Perez gets in front of Leclerc, and that's actually bad for us because Perez is on brand new tyres right now. He might bridge that DRS gap. Hopefully he won't. Hopefully he'll actually drop Charles Leclerc. He did, thankfully. And surely Leclerc's going to box this lap. Leclerc still hasn't boxed. Don't tell me he's going to... Oh, maybe he's just trying to stretch these tyres as long as he can to go onto a set of softs like us. Alright, so Antonelli's only 6.5 seconds and closing behind us. Piastri is 11.5 seconds behind in closing. They are both lapping considerably quicker than we are.
Mode charge.
Yeah, copy.
Try to minimize the gap with the car in front now.
And Leclerc stayed out again.
Mode race, okay. Box is down.
Alright, so how much time are we going to have to make up here? The 1.849, so we're not topping the leaderboard with Fuji tonight. But there's our quickest stop of the night so far. There goes Nagel and Van Dorn. And we are 17 seconds and change behind Antonelli. Oh, that's what I meant to do. I am definitely boxing, aren't I? Yes.
Box this lap.
Alright, in we come. Is Charles finally going to box? He's been overtaken by Kimi. So at least Kimi won't get DRS on this lap. Evening, Army. Leclerc stayed out again. No, Charles, don't try and go to the end. Oh, lovely stop. Is that enough to go top? And Wayne is here, finally. I was wondering where you were tonight. We have gone quickest. We have nipped ahead. And our drivers are together.
We are P6. Stroll in front. Overtake available.
Copy.
More charge.
Copy. Copy.
New fastest lap for Teo, 1:16.0.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Yeah, keep doing your best.
All right, fastest lap attempt is Charles finally
Should try
boxes.
to close a bit more the gap there.
Decent stop. We have set a fastest lap of a 1:15.5. Gonna go quicker than that on this lap. Considerably quicker, I hope. It's purple first sector. .13.5 seconds off Antonelli. We are absolutely hauling in Yuki Tsunoda here. One 14.5. There we go. We just beat our previous fastest lap by a full second.
Copy.
More charge, more charge.
So, fastest lap should be secure now, I hope.
Use overtake.
Copy.
I actually lost the DRS with Joe, unfortunately.
No overtake now.
Copy.
But I've got the slipstream,
Okay, more charge, more charge.
which will help try and keep him in range. Very least it'll drop him onto the back of Yuki Tsunoda. As Fuji heads through.
And remind lift off.
Copy.
And that is the tyre situation. So we're on the quicker tyres with a little bit more wear left on them than the hards in front of us, but our tyres will degrade so much faster than theirs will.
Deployment.
Battery issues now for Esteban Ocon.
Okay, more charge.
Copy.
front there is Tsunoda. No problem, no problem. More charge.
Copy.
Yuki using his battery,
Try to do your best.
and we have a yellow flag. Not sure where on the track that is.
And we've got an incident here, and
Oh,
that's trouble
it's
for the
Nagel.
Red Bull. Now we're through the last turn here. And ends up in the wall.
It's destroying the rear wing on that car.
Keep focus on our race. Okay, more charge, more charge.
Copy.
I think Yuki got the DRS. Did I drop him? Please tell me I dropped him. Nope. He got it. Alright, gap is under 9 seconds. 15 laps to go.
Okay, more charge, more charge.
Copy.
You need a mode charge, more charge.
Copy.
Do your best there, Joe.
So Tsunoda should move back through into third place here. But we need to rebuild our batteries again, so that's fine.
Level of management.
It also means I can drop the tyre pace down
Yeah,
while we're
copy.
doing that.
Try to slow down a bit.
Copy.
Dirty air should keep the tyres in the window. Just so long as I don't get dropped. And I got dropped. Oh well, chance for Joe to move through. That'll get him a bit higher in the old confidence stakes. Push him towards peak. Escalation of the fault for Ocon.
Try to push a bit more speed.
Here comes Joe. Fuji has caught back up into that slipstream of Yuki.
Do your best.
Copy. It's difficult.
Okay, do your best there. More charge, more charge.
Copy.
Overtake available.
Oh, look at all that traffic in front of us. Oh no! No! Both drivers! Oh, come on!
Okay, Joe.
I'm okay, yeah.
Oh, I don't believe it. Fuji's tyres are destroyed. God damn.
And yes, we have. We've had a crash. What happened there? But this is what happened. Now we're just proceeding through turn 4. With not much room to move. Oh, and the cars there, unable to keep out of each other's way. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
What a disaster. We were on to 1-2 this race, and now we're going to be lucky to get on the podium. Because we have wing damage on both cars. Penalty for Nagel does not help me at all. Evening, Corey. Not even a good stop either, 2 seconds. Oh. So annoyed.
Try to recover your previous ritmo that was looking fine. Mode charge, mode charge.
Copy.
We should hopefully still have the legs on Yuki. But any chance we had of winning this race is gone. I don't even think I can catch either up to Oscar. It's not just wing damage, it's side pod damage as well, which hurts us through the corners.
Copy.
It's even worse for Fuji. His wing damage is a little bit more, severe. Plus, he's got chassis and suspension damage as well, which is a headache for parts because I don't know if I've got enough parts to fix that.
See you later.
Good job, Joe.
Damage limitation will be in full effect here.
I give it everything, man.
Keep focus on your race now.
Gearbox took a bit of a whack. I'm not worried about that. I have another gearbox that's still got the wrapping on, but it's not ideal.
In front there is Tsunoda. Yeah, keep doing your best.
This is supposed to be a glorious return to the top
Copy.
of the podium again tonight. Opportunity lost thanks to a reckless Red Bull. Stroll might be the only car I can catch here. 3.5 seconds, well, less than 3.5 seconds behind him, but then it's a 9-second gap to Leclerc. I don't think I can make that up.
Focus on tires. Use overtake.
Copy.
Right, back into third. We get back in front of Perez. Can't believe we're going to lose this race. Fault for Leclerc. Doesn't really help me. I'm barely catching Stroll. Damage on the car is pretty nasty.
More charge, more charge.
Copy.
More charge, more charge.
Copy.
I am closing in on Oscar.
Copy.
I get really lucky. I might be able to get onto the back of him. Whether I can pass him or not is another matter. Antonelli is too far ahead though. I can't make up 10.5 seconds in 6 laps. Still struggling to catch Stroll.
Overtake available.
I'm really quick
Yeah,
through this
copy.
closing sector here. I might just sneak the DRS. No, I don't think I'm close enough.
More charge.
Copy.
At least get a
5
slipstream
laps
before
to
Copy.
Sergeant peels out of the way. He doesn't want to. That wasn't Sergeant, that was
Tires
Science, I
upgrade.
think.
Sliding a bit more.
Try to slow down a bit more now.
Copy.
Gap's gone up because Oscar's pushing. Still barely catching Stroll. I am making good time. Oh, you've just seen the crash. Yeah. This was supposed to be a glorious result for us.
Yeah, now priority 1 is the lift off job.
Copy.
We are hunting down Porsche. Stroll is closing on him. I've almost got DRS.
Copy.
That's Nagel in front of me. It is. If he does the same shit to me again on the same hissing corner. Yeah, get the fuck out of my way. Ugh. So angry. I'm losing so much time, look. To the front two. Leclerc is on a tear. Or is Tsunoda just really... No, Tsunoda's struggling. Gotta be careful I don't get caught by Charles here. That fault might actually save me. What is his fault? Battery. Yeah, that may save me.
Two laps to go.
Copy.
Joe, can you speed up a bit?
Lawson's going to get some points today. Potentially. Norris and Max might have something to say about that. Tsunoda's got back in front of Leclerc. They're now just 4 seconds behind Zhou. Porsche's pulling away from Stroll again.
We have one more lap.
Copy.
Got a big tyre advantage. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Antonelli wins from Oscar. It's going to put Antonelli top, I think.
They've done it! First place!
It's a comfortable 1-2 for Cadillac in the end.
All the hard work.
Shouldn't have been. They didn't deserve it. Zhou gets home in third place, ahead of Leclerc and Tsunoda. We are not going to catch Porsche, but we did get back up to 7th with Fuji.
I was quite happy with the race. Thank you.
Points definitely lost today.
Box order.
And Lawson has been pipped. Max got ahead of Norris. Norris got ahead of Lawson. And Liam comes home in 11th.
And the celebrations now can begin. They'll be taking the Constructors' title back home.
And what a truly dominant display we've seen this season. I don't think it was ever in doubt.
As far as Ferrari are concerned, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling after that race?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
Should have been the top step.
And that's it from us all here in Mexico City.
Coming up in the next round is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix as we head to Brazil. Join us next time at Interlagos.
Confirmation then of the final result. It is a win for Kimi Antonelli. Oscar is second. Third is Zhou, gets the fastest lap as well. So 16 points for Zhou. Fourth is Charles Leclerc. Then it's Tsunoda in fifth. Porsche is sixth. Fuji in seventh, ahead of Lance Stroll. Max up 8 places to take ninth there, ahead of Lando Norris. He gets the final point. Lawson just missing out in the end, gets P11. Gasly is 12th, then it's Ocon in P13. Valtteri 14th, 15th for Logan, 16th for Iwasa, 17th for Albon, 18th for Perez, 19th for George. What a horrible race for George, starting in the top 10, starting in 7th place, finishing in 19th in the end. 20th for Stoffel, 21st for Sainz, 2 laps down, and Nagel 2 laps down with a double penalty. Driver standings then. Antonelli moves 6 points clear of Oscar at the top of the driver's standings. That's his 9th win of the season. Charles Leclerc in third loses even more ground. He is now 82 points behind Oscar, 88 points behind Antonelli. So he is effectively now out of the Drivers' Championship. Because if something happens to Kimi Antonelli, then Oscar will win the title. If something happens to Oscar, Kimi will win the title. I doubt that something will happen to both of them. And we are closing him down. Still, look, we've got the gap down now to 25 points as we took another 4 out of him today. Fudo in 5th place on 226 is comfortably ahead of Yuki, so no real threat there, especially with the improvements to our car's pace. Max is in P7. He's lost a bit of ground to Yuki, lost 8 points today. So that gap now up to 12 points. Stroll is 8th on 111. Then it's Porsche in 9th with 109. Just 2 points behind Stroll and closing that gap up again. Lando Norris is P10 with 74 points. Then we're down to 11th for Valtteri, 12th for Gasly, 13th for Iwasa. Sargent is 14th, George 15th. Liam in 16th, Carlos 17th, 18th for Checo, 19th for Albon, Ocon 20th, 21st for Nagel, and Van Dorn still bottom of the table. Cadillac win the Constructors' Championship tonight then. They get 43 points. We just stopped them getting a maximum thanks to that fastest lap. Yeah, Cadillac once again, Constructors World Champions. We will take second in the Constructors. We are 200 points clear of Red Bull, and we outscored them by 10 again today, despite our issues there at the end. RB have taken another 2 points out of Red Bull. There is still a chance for them to overtake their sister team. They are 34 points behind. McLaren in 5th on 183, opening up a little bit more of a gap to Williams again. They're on 154. Then it's Sauber with 78, Mercedes with 13, 8 points for Aston, 6 points for Haas, and still no points. Nil points for Alpine. In the pit stop competition, we got the fastest stop with Zhou just ahead of the 2 Cadillacs. So big points for them. They are definitely looking to retake second in the standings. Could even do it tonight. Some points for Haas, as you can see there, and for Alpine as well. That will help them try and fend off Cadillac for a little bit. Ferrari second driver Fudo gets E5 there, so we get 35 points tonight. Then it's Aston, Red Bull, Aston again, and RB. Standings look like this. We have 582 points. We are 320 points clear of Cadillac, who have moved back into second place, 10 points ahead of Alpine and Haas, who are level on 252 points each. Then it's RB on 194, Aston on 164, 5 points ahead of Red Bull, who are in 7th with 159. Mercedes has 62, Williams 53, Sauber have 40, McLaren still have yet to register a good stop. And their best time is still 2.296, which it has been for most, if not all, of the season. There you see our stops. Joe's quickest stop was his Fuji's middle stop was his quickest stop. Second stop there for Joe was the fastest stop of the day. Very nice. And we get our sponsors bonus and our driver bonuses for both drivers there. So 1.12 added to our bank balance. All right, Fuji goes up by a rating point. We have the final ATR of the season. We've got 1.4 mil. We need to start getting some research done with that ATR, but we don't exactly have a lot of money. And now we potentially got to spend what money we do have on new parts to replace all the broken parts. There we go. So I'm okay with chassis. Front wings. There you go. Suspensions. There we go. It's not looking great, is it? It really isn't. Let's install that on car 2, that on car 1. What have we got coming? We've got another spare wing coming, another side pod coming, another suspension, well, 2 more suspensions coming. That's good. We've got 4 days to Brazil, so that won't be in time to get both suspensions done, but we can at least get one done. What we're going to do is get a research project started. Let me take a look at our current research situation. We are currently researching, what are we currently researching? Chassis, side pod, and suspension. I think they're our first projects of the year. Yeah, first chassis project, first side pod, and first suspension. Okay, so where are we weakest? Let's go into the warehouse. Yeah, front wing definitely needs to get a buff next year. Rear wing's pretty solid. Side pods definitely need a bit of a boost. Underfloor, not bad, but could do with a boost. Suspension, decent. So the 3 main aero parts for cooling, etc., are all being researched right now. So let's see. 2.1 hours. $28 hours there. I don't have the funds for a wing, so underfloor then. There we go. And now we'll spend the last little bit of cash that we have to put another wing into production. Wind tunnel needs a refurb. I can't afford that. Everything in here is okay. Boardroom could do with a spruce, but it's alright at the moment. Weather center, again, is okay. Everything here is alright. Helipad might break before, well, will break before the end of the season. So that's going to need a spruce. Let's see what the board thought of that. They were delighted, despite losing a very much attainable 1-2. That's so frustrating. Alright, let's advance time. Chassis research is done. Spare side pod is done. Let's take a look at our affiliates. So I'm not worried about Suzuki because she's leaving us. Point in smoothness and defending for Arvid. Gabrielli Mini, nothing this month. That's a little disappointing. Driver development for main drivers. Oh, wow. Look at Fudo. Wow. That's a hell of a month for him. Pointing, cornering, smoothness, overtaking, defending, and reactions. 1 point in braking for Joe there. Let's go to our car, and we can now install that side pod back on there. Gonna wait for that extra wing. We're okay there. We're at medium risk on side pods again. Underfloor, we've got a spare. Suspensions, I can now sort that back onto both cars. Alright, so that has affected Fudo's car by a few ranking points there. It's gone from 4th down to 10th, which has pushed Joe's from 6th, from 5th down to 6th to 10th, and from 6th to 5th. All right, pit crew training to do now. That is the current standings in the championship. Monthly car development shows we have slipped a little, but we're looking at car 1 performance, which is not fully spec'd anymore. Let's see, RB have got a new front wing, one of the best on the grid. Now they're working on a rear wing. Okay, so RB really pushing development all the way through to the end of the season. McLaren having a difficult season still. 5th in the constructors, 9th and 10th in the drivers. Let's get the pit crew training plotted in. Okay. Don't know how well we're going to do in Brazil. I think we still have another chance of a win at, a strong performance at Vegas, but I don't know about Brazil. It all depends on the weather as well. We've not looked at the weather yet. So close to maxing out our stats. There we go. So we've got our estimated pit stop time just a fraction over 1.8. Our chance of mistakes is down to 2.8%, and our car building has just about hit 100%. Lovely stuff. Let me take a quick look at Diego. Love it. Boosted stats, of course, because of his mentality, but great, they've got 100 across the board there. We actually have quite happy development staff again. Very nice. Our drivers are all buzzing, apart from Tim, who's leaving us. I've got 1 million in the bank again, so let's go see what we can afford to fix. Don't need to fix that yet. I could get another research project done. I'm going to hang on to the money. Hang on to the money till after Brazil, I think. I know what I meant to do. I meant to take a look at replacing. It's too late now. It's race day, so we'll have to do it after Brazil. Somebody please remind me tomorrow that we need to look at swapping out Joe and Mini. Right. So to end on a slightly happier note, let me save. And we'll load the Cadillac file so I can show you custom season number 2. So this is how things stand after one Grand Prix at Australia. Red Bull top in the constructors. It is only 10 points for a win and a bonus point for pole position, not fastest lap. So you can see Max is top from Lewis, then Lando, Liam in 4th place, Charles. Can we actually have a look at Liam's history? That's where he was last year, finished in 4th with 5 points. No, that's this year. He finished 4th with a win, 6 podiums and 83 points last year. 83 points doesn't sound like a lot, but don't forget it's 10 points for a win, 8 points for second, and so on and so forth. Only 8 places paying points. So pretty good season for Liam Lawson there. If we go into the driver market, you can see that Gasly is out of a job this season, as is Fernando Alonso. Hasn't announced his retirement yet. We have Colton Herta. Nico Hulkenberg is in free agency. He's been replaced by Scott McLaughlin. Lance Stroll is out of a job. So pleased to see that. Hopefully we won't see him back on the grid next year. Porsche has got onto the grid with Aston Martin. Pascal Wehrlein hasn't been signed by anybody yet. They're the only 3 drivers I put in. Wehrlein, Colton Herta and Scott McLaughlin. I wanted to play about with it a little bit as a proof of concept, and it seems to be working quite well so far. Who is the other Aston driver? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Valtteri. Valtteri's gone to Aston. There we go. Oh, wow, look at that buyout fee. Whew. That's pretty big. So there we go. This is the 2025 driver lineups. So no change at Red Bull, no change at McLaren or Ferrari or Mercedes. They have stayed the same. Aston have had gone wholesale change there, replacing both Alonso and Stroll with Valtteri and Porsche. Tsunoda and Hajar still at RB, no change there. Same for Haas, they still have Ocon and Behrman. Alpine have changed things up. They've gone for Zhou and Perez. So Doohan has gone along with Gasly. Williams stay the same. Albon and Sainz. We stay the same with Herta and Sargent. And Sauber have replaced Nico Hulkenberg with Scott McLaughlin. Bortoletto retains his seat for the second season. The calendar this season is Melbourne with Spa second, then Jeddah, Barcelona, Monaco, Imola, Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, then China, Qatar. Qatar was not on the grid last season. Monza, Baku, Singapore, Silverstone is all the way down here. Then it's Montreal, Vegas, Austin, Mexico, and Brazil. So no change. The end of the season, that's pretty much as it was. Didn't have Miami on here. But yeah, Silverstone way out of position. I'm kind of curious what the weather's going to be like for that Grand Prix. It is very out of position there. Late September. Could be very wet. It will be very interesting to see how some of these races do. This is probably going to be absolutely scorching. July, Qatar. Whew, that could be very interesting indeed. And in terms of the rules and regs, these are the current financial regulations for this season. So this is how much prize money is paying out. And then next season, it will be a little different, as you can see. Sporting rules. It is 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then everybody gets the same amount of testing. So same for wind tunnel and MAU hours as well. We've got 4 gearboxes, but only 2 ERS and only 3 engines. 19 race calendar. That's up 1 from last year when you had 3 gearboxes last season. And so one thing I have found is that, my facilities aren't bad. As you can see, I'm level 2 across the board. Level 4 on my team and race sim. Been working to upgrade those. Pretty good here, but a lot of a lot of things starting to wear out. But I'm finding it very tricky to improve the car with everybody having the same amount of allowance. I replaced my 2 guys here, and I replaced Ron Meadows. I assigned Ron Meadows about 2/3 of the way through last season with immediate effect. Dan Fallows just came in at the start of this season to replace Neil Harmon. I'm trying to remember who I had as my head of aero. Oh, Adam Kenyon, and he's gone to Sauber. Where has Harmon gone? Let's have a look. Has he gone anywhere? Matt Harmon has gone to Mercedes to fill the seat that James Allison's left by going to Ferrari. Cardelet. I put Cardelet in at Red Bull. At Alpine. Not Alpine, Aston. As part of the lineup change. And Red Bull have poached him. Or Aston have poached Pierre. And Aston have signed Enrico Cardelet there to replace him. So some interesting changes. Dan Fallows was actually in free agency because I'd put Cardelet, I think, or had I? Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't move him because I haven't created any spare staff in this one. So, yeah, Cardelet was at Ferrari. So I've poached Dan Fallows from Aston. I was looking at building up some other staffing as well. So I was going to put Loic Serra in at Ferrari so that I could put Cardelet in at Aston if I did another version of this. But that's probably what we'll do on the PC series when we get that started. But yeah, in terms of car performance, it's tough going. Look, I'm still really bad. My car was not great all year last year. My results last year were not great. I'm trying to see if I can show you last year's results. Where do I need to go? Team profile. Here we go. Recent history. So season 1, No points. Didn't get in the top 8 all season. I think my best finish was P9, maybe P10. But it was a struggle most of the time, especially towards the end of the season. I was just about managing to get both my cars in the top 18, which was what my sponsor targets were. This season is pretty tricky as well. So you can see, again, it's 18th, but the car is worse this year. And 18th again there as well. So it's tricky. It's tricky trying to boost the car with everyone having the same ATR allowance and same MAU and wind tunnel allocation. So that is something we will definitely be putting in, because this has been more challenging than I thought it would be to develop the car. I'm using the Renault engines as well. I figured if Alpine aren't going to use their engines, we may as well use them. So yeah, there we go. That is a quick look at the custom calendars that I've been running with a few, 3 custom races and no custom staff. But a reduced grid, no sprints, reduced points, high cost cap, so it helps hopefully stop teams from going bankrupt at 150 mil. Yeah, this is what I've been playing in my spare time, and I'll keep an eye on it, see how it goes. But I just wanted an excuse as well to run my lovely West McLaren livery on a team. So that is it for tonight. We will be back tomorrow at the usual time for round 21 and the next sprint race, the penultimate sprint, as we head to Sao Paulo and the Interlagos circuit in Brazil. I'll be back at the usual time of 8 p.m. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, then go ahead and drop a like. Or if you're just feeling sympathetic towards my finishing position after Nagel ruined our race at the end there, then go ahead and drop a like for that. If you're not yet subscribed, then why not consider subscribing? Be sure to hit the bell as well to be notified when the live streams start. I will be back tomorrow. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.